What we're showing here, the collection of rear mid-engine cars, so all the way from the Valkyrie, the 001, the 002, the track version of that, and then AM-RB 003, and the Vanquish concept. But the inspiration is to show the form language of Aston Martin as a rear mid-engine car. And it takes a lot of the inspiration from Valkyrie and the knowledge that we learned from Valkyrie. Valkyrie is all about the aerodynamics of the surface language to give the car its capability, to give it the downforce. Every single surface is controlled by the aerodynamics and beauty. And 003 is influenced greatly by that. It uses a V6 engine, not a naturally aspirated V12. And it's about defining the form language of the next generation, if you like, of Aston Martin rear mid-engine cars after Valkyrie. So more opportunity for beauty within the surface of 003 and really showing what we will do as we get into a core car, which is the Vanquish concept. But this is an all carbon fiber tub and body with our own V6 engine, so the packaging is slightly different, ingress, egress, very, very different, but it's really showing the future of the material technologies and the science of those materials and how you can develop form, both with function and beauty in mind. We talked in 2015 about our second century plan, and the second century is exactly that. It's about sustaining for another 106 years the life of Aston Martin. How do we do that? Because the world is changing, the customer is changing, the pace of the world is changing. So we had an SUV. We talked very much about DBX being car number 4 within that plan. Car number 5 is the rear mid-engine car. Because to be a true competitor in the luxury space, in the world of sports cars, you need a rear mid-engine car to be a competitor to Ferrari, to Lamborghini, and to McLaren. So the idea is to complete the package, to complete those 7 cars in 7 years with our rear mid-engine car, the Vanquish concept. The Valkyrie is pretty hardcore, so 001, effectively 5% of the lap time of an F1 car we talked about when it's in its track version. 003 will be a highly capable hypercar. Again, probably the best in its class when the car actually comes out. So there will be hardcore versions of that as well, and we have said we will have derivatives on all of our platforms as well. So whether you see this in Spider form or whether you see the Vanquish eventually in Spider form as well. So far we've made DB11, Vantage, DBS Superleggera, all with derivatives around the core car as well. We see electrification as an eventual future. At some point in time, there will be more electrified cars. Lagonda gives us the ability to come into the world of battery electric vehicles and offer something different, the first luxury battery electric vehicle brand. So we take all of that learning, and at some point, Aston Martin will have to have an electrified solution. But right now, we're focusing on the V12s, the V6s, and then the mild and then the strong hybrids within that segment as well. Every single time we do something, we're learning for the next generation of product.